The Rocks Pirates are one of the most mysterious groups in One Piece's recent history. Its leader, Rox D. Zebek, was so evil and powerful that it took the combined efforts of Gold Roger and Monkey D. Garp to stop him. He was also able to gather the rest of history's most infamous pirates under his flag: Edward Newgate, Kaido, Charlotte Linlin, Shiki, etc. The list of Rocks Pirates only gets longer and more notorious. However, Chapter 1096, Kamachi, introduced another surprising crew member present during the God Valley incident. It was the former Kuja tribe Empress Gloriosa, better known in the modern era as Elder Nine. Gloriosa's involvement has led many fans to a common theory. It's generally assumed that Gloriosa came down with love sickness because of one of the Rocks Pirates and joined the crew to pursue the object of her desires. As for which specific crew member she fell for, that remains open to interpretation. Several promising if-deranged candidates could have caught her eye, and each one leads to a different story of what could have happened. So, here's some questions arises by this theory that are: Number 1. What is love sickness? And Number 2. Who could Gloriosa have loved among the Rocks Pirates? And Number 3. Could Gloriosa's love sickness inform Boa Hancock's? Let's jump on the answer of first question. What is love sickness? Love sickness happens when an empress of the Kuja tribe falls for a man. Their feelings are so extreme that their mental states are forever altered. This change in mindset also has a psychosomatic effect on their bodies, hence the sickness. An empress trying to suppress their emotions to keep in line with the Kuja tribe's women-only principles can be fatal. She will be physically overtaken by her pining and die from the stress. A similar condition called broken heart syndrome exists in real life. Several Kuja empresses in the tribe's history have suffered this fate. The only known cure for love sickness is for the Kuja empress to embrace her romantic feelings. For some, this means leaving Amazon Lily and pursuing who they've become enamored with. This provides a relatively healthy outlet for their overflowing emotions and gives them a chance to live. This is how Gloriosa, Shikuyaku, and another empress preceding Hancock all survived their brushes with death. There are a few more side effects to love sickness. The patient's infatuation leads them to have tunnel vision that leads many of their thoughts back to the object of their affection. Now, question second, who could Gloriosa have loved among the Rocks Pirates? One possibility Chapter 1096 presented was Gloriosa's interest in Edward Newgate, who later became Whitebeard. She chided Buckingham Stussy for the way she shamelessly clung to her purported future baby daddy. There are two ways to interpret this reaction. As a native from Amazon Lily, she might have disliked the idea of a fellow woman brown-nosing a man. She could have also perceived Stussy as a rival for Newgate's love. Her prudence could be masking jealousy over such a direct approach. She also might have gotten intimate with Kaido. Some fans speculate that their relationship is what led to Yamato. One could argue that there's too big an age gap between the two for this to be possible. Gloriosa's age is unconfirmed, but she's likely older than Big Mom, though that's hardly enough to prevent a Kuja empress from falling in love. Anyone who believes Gloriosa is too old for Kaido must consider how Hancock, age 31, feels about Luffy, 19. Some also theorize that Gloriosa fell for Rox D. Zebek himself. He could have invaded Amazon Lily for the usual pirate reasons, yet something about his power and charisma could have struck a chord with the then Kuja Empress. She could have fulfilled her romantic desires with Zebek before his death, which would have allowed her to make a bittersweet return to Amazon Lily. She may keep a memento of her old lover/captain to stave off potential love sickness symptoms. Besides these three, there are a few more men from Zebek's ship whom Gloriosa might have fallen for. Shiki might be a possibility, though his odd canon status, even with his appearance in Chapter 1096, makes expanding his role like this highly questionable. John might have also caught her eye, but she would have responded differently to standing near him in Chapter 1096. Wang Zhi might match Amazon Lily's Chinese architectural motif, but that's likely a stretch. Whoever it is, there would have to be an explanation for how Gloriosa overcame her love sickness and returned to the island without any outward signs that her needs were fulfilled. Now, third question. Could Gloriosa's love sickness inform Boa Hancock's? Gloriosa joining a pirate crew in pursuit of love could represent hope for Hancock fans. Some fans hope she'll repeat history by leaving Amazon Lily to join Luffy's crew. Chapter 1059, the matter involving Captain Kobe, alluded to this possibility, albeit jokingly. An arguably more pragmatic solution to Hancock's love sickness suggests she'll express her emotions another way. She will leave Amazon Lily, but it will be with other Kuja pirates to become members of the Straw Hat Grand Fleet. This should at least provide an outlet for her feelings rather than force her to bottle them up. Gloriosa's story might suggest Hancock doesn't have to be with Luffy at all. She lived on long after the Rocks pirates' disbandment. Their absence didn't cause her to die of lovesickness. She likely did what she needed to do with the one she loved and moved on with her life. This could mean going all the way with him or simply enjoying the chase. Either way, she's alive now without her potential lovers. In that same regard, Hancock shouldn't need to enter a relationship with Luffy to cure her lovesickness. As long as she does what she must to keep her overflowing emotions from killing her, that's all that matters. She can be satisfied, and Luffy can maintain his innocently chased pirate adventures.